Hello, this is Stephen Strawberry. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that many liberal Christians are uncomfortable or have difficulty coming to terms with: how to give your child a good smack in public. Many people are justifiably concerned when their sinful children are doing something naughty or horrid in public, like at a park, at a shopping centre, at a yard sale, or in front of a good friend's caravan. You really feel you need to be giving them a good couple of smacks right away, but are concerned that people may call the police or accuse you of abuse, when it's clear you're only attempting to beat the foolishness out of your reclusive child. Here are some tips that I, a father, have used to enforce godly discipline, and at least prevent being caught by the judging eyes of godless atheists or liberal Christian hippies. First method, the uncool dad technique. For those moments where a quick little smack will suffice, you could use this technique. If your child says or does something particularly dim, pretend you're going in for a high five and intentionally miss until the palm of your hand meets the child's sinfully freckly face. A word of warning: please make sure that you always try your best to avoid the nose, and most important, that your acting is more or less passable. Second method, the creepy crawly technique. This is one of my trickier ones. Purchase a few rubber creepy crawly toys. The less colourful and more realistic the insects, the better, and keep a few in your trouser pockets at all times. When your child does something stupid, throw a bug on them and proceed to relentlessly smack the bug off your child. To the casual onlooker, it looks like you're trying to save them from a potentially traumatizing insect bite or sting. Once your child inevitably starts wailing, you can turn to anyone who sees and say, "Drat, the bloody bugger got him." The reason this one is one of my favorites is because the insects can double as a toy for the younger ones to play with, but always keep a spare in your pocket. Third method, the burlap sack. This helps if you live in a rural environment. Purchase a few burlap sacks and fill them with about 15 rags, and once your child is being a right little nuisance by getting too wet while playing in the sprinklers right before tea, place them in the sack. You can then use some discretion and creativity if some nosy little neighbour has their Nokia telephone ready to dial the authorities. Perhaps you can throw the sack on the back of your truck or van, giving the impression that you're simply moving supplies. Don't worry, the padding we put in earlier will prevent any kind of permanent damage. Lastly, the hitting yourself method. Let's say you're in one of the most public of places, a traffic jam. Imagine it's very warm, everyone is stressed, and your child is going on and on about the Power Rangers. Now the insect, high five, or burlap sack method clearly can't work here. What I find helpful is to tell your child to look at their own hand, accelerate, and stop sharply enough so the child smacks him or herself. I also use this method to occasionally bump the car in front of me so I can get out, apologize, and hand out gospel tracts. Not only will you have done God's work twice, the person you hit will simply assume that you were distracted. Well, that sums up some of my personal favorite techniques. I hope to hear some of yours. All my love to you and everyone on YouTube, and God bless you.